to my channel. So in this video I'm going to cover the solution to this question, do some live coding work. At the same time, I'm going to follow the general interview steps when trying to solve this problem. So first of all, let's try to read through this problem to get an idea about it. So hand of straights. Alice has a hand of the cars given as an array of the integers. Now she wants to rearrange the cars into groups so that each group is size W and consists of W consecutive cars. Return true if and only if she can. So there is a similar question on Leetcode as well. Let's see the example. For this example, we have something like this, and W is equal to 3, and we are going to return true. That's because we can actually rearrange the cars into groups of the 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, something like this. So let's see the constraints. The constraint says that hand.length is between 1 to 10k, so we can have up to 10k cars, and each card value is anywhere between 0 to a billion, and W is anywhere between 1 to hand.length. Okay, so having said that, it doesn't seem like we have too much of the room to think about edge case, but more focusing on the general cases. So let's see how to solve this problem. So how to solve this problem? One intuitive idea I think what we could do is we could have a map, but the map should be actually sorted, which brings us, so in Java is essentially the tree map, and in C++ is actually the SDD map. So for the tree map, the key would be the actual integer, I mean the value of the card, and the value is how many cards do we have in hand that has the corresponding value. So this would be card value, and this would be the count. Alright, so after having that, what we need to do is every time we are going to pick the first one within tree map, and then we are going to have a for loop from something like from the start card until so I would say the card should be anywhere between it should be between the range of, okay, so maybe it's a card within the range of so it would be first card to first card plus W. So well, I'll say there it will be a well. So well, the card in hand is not empty. We are just going to keep having this kind of the for loop, trying to remove the card from our hand. So in this for loop is something like we start from the first card, and let's say we have like let's say we have 2 cards in hand with the first value, and then we need to make sure that the next one we have more or equal to 2, so something, so on and so forth. Otherwise, if the next card is smaller than 2, then we just need to return false. So it's something like so let's say the frequency of the first card, get the frequency of the first card of card, let's say it is the first card. So within the for loop, try to make sure each card has a frequency larger or equal to 3. So if it's smaller than the frequency, then we are just going to return false. Otherwise, we are going to return true finally. So in this case, I think the runtime is going to be O n log n. So that is because, first of all, we need to try to get this tree map. So to build this tree map, it's going to take n log n for the runtime, and for this one, it's just a linear. So when I say n log n is actually the number of the cards within the hand, or the length of the hand array. So having said that, let's try to do some coding work on top of this. So first of all, we are going to have a tree map. So the key is integer, value is integer, and it will be like card frequency map. Tree map, or maybe I think it's a tree map. Okay. And then we are going to try to build this tree map by going through this array. So we have the card within the hand. So if card, let's say if card free dot contains key of the card, then you're going to have card free dot put card frequency dot get. This will be the card plus 1. This is the value, and the key is card. Okay, otherwise you're just going to put a 1 as a frequency. Or maybe it's just get or default, just to make it a bit easier. So it'll be something like get or default, the default value is 0. So that's pretty much it. And after that, we are going to have the while loop. Like I said, you're going to say, well, the card free is not empty. So within this while loop, we may return false, but if we finish this while loop, we are going to return true finally. So this one, let's say this is the first card as card free dot first key, I think, and then first frequency is something like the card dot free dot get first card. And then we are going to have this kind of for loop card from the first card. The card is smaller than first card plus W and plus card. So if let's say if card free dot get card, so let's say if card free dot get or default, let's say card or default 0, if the frequency of the corresponding card is actually smaller than the frequency of the first card, or maybe we just have the frequency here. So if the frequency of the current card is actually then the frequency of the first card, then we are just going to return true. Return false. Otherwise, it means it's either it could be equal or it could be larger. So if it is equal to the first card, first frequency, then we are just going to remove the corresponding key from the map. So we are going to remove the card from it. Otherwise, it means we have more than the first frequency, then we are just going to have card free dot put card and free minus first free. So I think that's pretty much it. Let's try to run this code. I just rely on this platform to help us debugging. So I think it's okay. So it is empty. All right. So seems like it's working well. Let's run some other task cases. Okay, cool. So let's do a submission on top of it. Okay, so everything works well, and that's it for this solution. If you have any question regarding the solution or regarding this piece of code, feel free to leave some comments below. If you like this video, please help subscribe to this channel. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.